Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I'm back with another Animal Crossing video this week. So for those of you who follow Nintendo or gaming news, you probably know that there was a giga leak of all kinds of game data of early Nintendo games that was put out there that game developers and fans have been sifting through trying to find little bits and bobs of unreleased treasure, textures, characters, levels, any kind of game secrets they can get their hands on. And Animal Crossing is no exception to this. Game developers such as TV, whose link I'll put in the description below to their Twitter, have been digging through the game data for Animal Forest, which was the N64 Japan-only kind of beta release of Animal Crossing. And there have been some interesting secrets uncovered, such as different textures for stained glass windows in the museum, and different faces and outfits for characters that we know and love that were uncovered. But far and away the most interesting discovery of all has got to be an unreleased villager design, and I was super excited to hear about this and see it on my Twitter feed, and I knew right away that I had to go out and draw this character myself because while I'm on a quest to draw every other Animal Crossing character in the game series, I might as well draw this unreleased one too. So without further ado, let's talk about this unreleased cat villager and get to sketching. Full credit for this discovery again goes to TV, who I'll link their Twitter in the description below. TV has been retweeting and posting all kinds of other finds, not only from Animal Forest, but all kinds of other Nintendo games, so if you guys are interested in what's been uncovered in these giga leaks, be sure to go give them a follow over on Twitter, as well as the other game developers that they've been retweeting with all their interesting finds. And I'll put up on the screen the texture of Cat 13/Catty, they've been nicknamed, this villager's been nicknamed. I don't know what their personality type was supposed to be. I'm not sure if that was in the information anywhere. I wasn't able to find it on TV's Twitter or anywhere else. I'm going to go ahead and assume snooty just based on the overall character design. But here was the first texture map or whatever that I first saw on Twitter. And see that first mouth in the top left? I thought that was an open bean-shaped mouth with a little snaggle tooth in the corner where the white is, and then I looked again and I realized that was just the highlight on the lip, so I was like, oh, I actually have to draw them with these silly-looking lips, so that's why I ended up going with giving them the full plump lips that they have. And my boyfriend helped me come up with the kissy pose because honestly I was having quite a hard time making this character look super cute and charming. They're kind of a weird design. And interestingly enough, TV points out on Twitter that this cat's location in the files, I guess Cat 13, the slot that they were in for the villagers or something like that. I don't know anything about game data, so correct me if I'm wrong here. But it appeared that Cat 13, this mystery unreleased character, was taking up the slot that would later be occupied by none other than Punchy the cat. And I think we can all agree that if we had to pick between Cat 13 and Punchy, I think we would all pick Punchy. But I wonder why there wasn't enough room for this added cat character. There are certainly more unfortunate or weird looking character designs in Animal Crossing, so I don't know why this one didn't make the cut, but it's certainly interesting that out of all the characters in the game, all 480 or however many there are, I lost count even though I'm drawing them all, nearly 500 characters across all the games, and this is the one that they were like, nah, we can't release it. You know, I want to know, and I don't think we'll ever have a definitive answer as to why this cat was unreleased and why they were left in the files to be uncovered later by game archaeologists of a sort. But not only did TV release the textures, but also went through the extra effort of placing the textures on a model from the GameCube game to, you know, recreate what this character would have looked like had they actually been placed in the game, which I thought was super interesting, and definitely a weirder looking character, but not like the most insanely hideous character I've ever seen. And I also, like, I'm torn on the, like, I like the nickname of Catty that was given to this villager, but I also like calling them just Cat 13 because there's kind of some mystery to it, you know? It's like a setup for a creepypasta. You know, some kid finds a secret cartridge of Animal Forest or whatever, and they find that there's a villager they've never seen before, and their texture keeps glitching or whatever because they weren't supposed to be in the game, and their only thing, it says that they're Cat 13 and they speak in gibberish or something, you know, typical creepypasta stuff like that. So I think Cat 13 has a nice air of mystery to it. It's a nice creepypasta kind of vibe for a name. I think it's interesting. It's like the character that was never meant to be. And it's so bizarre because, like I said, there's nothing really, like, super outlandish or awful or whatever about this design. So it's really interesting to wonder, like, why did they get cut, you know? I guess there was such a limited amount of space on the cartridge they had to make cuts somewhere, but it seems like, you know, as of today, this is the only unreleased character that anybody has found in the game data as of yet. Maybe there have been other characters in other games whose data hasn't been leaked, you know, like, has anybody fully explored all the files for, say, I don't know, Wild World? You know, was there a hidden villager in there too? It'd be super interesting to know. And I know nothing about exploring game data or what game data has been fully went through or not. So if you guys know any more information about hidden or unreleased villagers that I haven't already drawn in my A to Z sketch series, I'll put the playlist in the corner. If you know of any other unreleased or hidden villagers that I don't know about, please do let me know, because I would love to draw them and add them to my comprehensive A to Z series. Because when I say I want to draw every single Animal Crossing villager in every Animal Crossing game, I really mean it, you know? Unreleased characters that never actually made it into a game, they get drawn too. But can we also talk about how Blathers at one point was going to have these little beady eyes? Like, this was one of the weirder finds for me, because as cute as the bead eyes are on Celeste, you know, and they work for some of the villagers, have really cute little beady eyes, and maybe if Blathers had looked like this from the beginning, I would be used to it, but something about the actual design of Blathers' eyes is so perfect, it's really bizarre to see that somebody had an alternate idea for how Blathers' eyes should look, you know, and they look so soulless compared to the big, wide eyes with the whites that we have now, you know. It's a weird thing to see for sure. And I think by now all the game data has probably been thoroughly combed over by all kinds of fans and game developers, and maybe there are no more secrets to uncover, but I sure hope there are, because I would love to find another hidden villager like this somewhere in the files. I think that would be so awesome. But I hope you guys like this quick little speed paint and this update on my A to Z quest. I'm officially like halfway done. You know, a year later I'm halfway done. Still a lot more work to do, but I'm getting there. So another villager checked off the list of every villager in Animal Crossing, done and drawn. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out.